As part of New Amsterdam Tongue Week 2025, the Tongue Week Committee organized a primary school's essay writing competition on Wednesday, October 29 at the Council Chambers, celebrating literacy, civic pride, and the tongue's green vision. Pupils from St. Therese's Primary, St. Aloysius Primary, All Saints Primary, New Amsterdam Primary, Overwinning Primary, Edinburgh Primary, Le Cabre Primary, Learners Academy, and Allen's Academy took part. Each student chose from one of three topics: how I imagine my tongue in the future, the green dream; if I were the mayor of New Amsterdam, how would I maintain a green and welcoming tongue; and to write a letter or composition to a pen pal explaining three ways in which nature is preserved and how you would promote a cleaner, greener tongue. After writing, contestants read their essays aloud to an audience of judges, counselors, committee members, teachers, parents, and fellow participants. Before the results were announced, Chief Judge Ms. Jackie Ralph addressed the gathering, summarizing the panel's findings.
Many of the candidates, the participants, had difficulty in terms of paragraphing their work. They had issues in terms of transitioning, using linking words, transition from one paragraph to the next. We observed run-on sentences, repetition of ideas, the absence of punctuation marks, especially the use of full stops, apostrophe and s, commas, etc. Absence of closure for some of the letters. We would have observed many participants failing to develop ideas, meaning that they would have had their topic sentences, but they did not include supporting details. We had a failure to capitalize proper nouns, like New Amsterdam was written in common letters, and that is something that we cannot accept. Obviously, when I stands alone, it is capitalized. That is a rule that we learn. And we observed that there were many students who could not distinguish between a short story and an essay. Actually, you were supposed to do an essay competition. And many persons went off to write about a short story. We had elements of description in there. Strengths. I want to commend all the participants for exhibiting a fair knowledge of the content. Letter writing format was observed in most cases. That's for the writing aspect. Reading. Weaknesses. We observe the following weaknesses in expression and confidence. We observed when persons got out there, they were reading with aim. They were not projecting their voices to the judges and to the audience. So teachers, I'd like you to give them regular reading exercises where they can project their voices. Excessive movement while reading. That will interfere with your poise and the way you deliver. So you cannot be moving up and down. You have to stand as still as possible, avoid gesticulating in order for you to show that you are confident and you know what you are doing. Strengths. There were those participants, and you will see the results shortly. There were those participants that would have excelled in all areas, some of them in only a few areas. But I'm happy to say this afternoon, we're extremely positive with our final decision.
It was a triple crown for St. Therese's Primary School. Ariel West swept the awards, capturing Best Overall, Best Composition, and Best Reader. Second overall went to Selwyn Johnson, also of St. Therese's Primary School, and taking the third overall prize, it was Justin Adele Singh of the All Saints Primary School. Each participant walked away with a certificate of participation, celebrating their effort, creativity, and civic pride. The judging panel consisted of Chief Judge Ms. Jackie Ralph, Ashan Bacchus, Literacy Officer, Region 6, Department of Education, Simone Bollers, Acting Deputy Headmistress of Tutorial Academy, and Janelle Stewart, teacher of Burbis Educational Institute. Organizers hailed the competition as a showcase of youth voice and vision, with ideas powerful enough to spark real tongue projects and move New Amsterdam closer to a cleaner, greener, more welcoming future.